Hi everyone, I welcome you back to this channel. In this video, we're going to talk about how I started my journey as a graphic designer. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Maimbo Hakooma. I'm a graphic designer with over 5 years of experience. Apart from being a graphic designer, I'm so passionate about marketing. I'm in my final year of my veterinary program, and also I've served in quite a number of positions in leadership at my church. That being said, see you on the other side. I sat just to think about how I started this journey of graphic design. And it's interesting to note that I started doing graphic design without knowing exactly what it was. Not even the word graphic design, I didn't know it. In 2018, at the farm where I was, they wanted someone to design the ID cards for the employees. They had about 200 employees at the farm. After I got this information, I said, well, I have a laptop. I think I can try to figure out something how I can design this ID. Fast forward, I went on Google, tried to check on some of the free software that I could get that could help me to design IDs. Found the software, I did the IDs. Well, we did the printing, it came up so good, and everyone at the farm started using those IDs. I would say it was like one of my first businesses. At some point, I had to take it very seriously, helping different farms. So a place where I was, it's a place where we have a number of farms for white people, like big farms. So after people saw the work that I did, even other farms are calling me to do their IDs. I go there to their farm, they provide transport for me. I capture all the employees and then design the cards, print for them and deliver. It was an exciting journey, and that's how I started graphic design. I had no idea what it was. Talking about the inspiration that I got on my way. In 2019, when I was in second year, I was part of this group at church which we call technical committee. This is a committee where we do a number of things, in charge of projection, sound engineering, sometimes designing, and quite a number of things. We had a number of people in the committee that were doing graphic design. Some of course were using PowerPoint, some were using Photoshop and other softwares. I could see what these guys were doing, and they increased my appetite, my interest in graphic design. I started asking one of the guys, say, okay, teach me how you do this thing. His name is Njekwa. He was designed using PowerPoint, doing posters in PowerPoint. I got so interested, say, okay, if he can do it in PowerPoint, and I have PowerPoint on my PC, maybe I can also do the same work. I started troubling the guy, started teaching me bit by bit in PowerPoint. Of course, my designs were bad. I wish I would find some of them just because I've lost my first piece that I was using. But I hope at some point I'll be able to retrieve some of the old design just to show you how they were. So the church did helped me in my journey as a graphic designer because of that. And at some point I had to ask for like good softwares that one can use if they want to take graphic design as a business or as a serious journey. And I was given CorelDRAW, a setup. It's one of the software that you can use to design. But I think because I got busy at school and everything, I didn't start using that software. I just kept on my PC, but I could do one or two things in PowerPoint for some time. So the other interesting part about this journey was now when we closed second year. As our program Veterinary Medicine, every academic year when you close you have to go for attachments. And that year I was to go to a farm there to do some attachment for a school, of course. And the farm was a bit far from town. The network connection was really bad. And I went to that farm alone from my class. So I had no close friends there. I had more time on my hands. So I thought to myself, okay, why can't I just maybe start this graphic design, learning this software that I have? Remember, as I said, I had the software for CorelDRAW on my PC. I installed that software on the PC. I started figuring out things. I couldn't even watch videos on YouTube because there was no network where I was. So after installing software, I had to try out things. You try this, it doesn't work out. Okay, that's not how you do things. I had to teach myself almost everything. I said because I had 2 months, so it was enough time for me to try to figure out things. No one taught me anything. I had the principles that I got from PowerPoint, but those were not really good enough to help me get started in a new software like CorelDRAW. Yeah, so I taught myself graphic design. it was a nice experience. Where we had to go to work at 6 hours, sometimes at 5 hours. So I could spend most time in the evening, so maybe at 19 hours to 02, just trying out things, just designing out things. Like, it was so interesting to me that I couldn't even see how time was flying. Yeah, so I taught myself graphic design. So another interesting part about this journey was the machine that I was using, the laptop. This laptop wasn't designed for design. I would say it was okay for basic tasks like maybe typing, working on something in PowerPoint, maybe watching a movie. Yeah, that was the kind of a laptop that I had. It wasn't for design. So what I mean is, the RAM for the PC was 2 GB. The processor was Intel Celeron. For those that have no idea of what Intel whatever is, it's basically the processor is very slow. Someone would say like the speed of a snail when it's working. But yeah, it was that bad. So I had to learn how to work with that slow PC, being patient with it. That's how the PC was. And another interesting part about this PC was, I can laugh at it now. So the backspace button, the delete button, once you press on it, it could delete everything that you had typed. So if you're typing something in Word or whatever software, hit that button, just hit it once, it will delete everything. So it was damaged, something like that inside. So I had to know how to use a laptop that doesn't have a delete button. I'll tell you that I think I got to work so careful not to make a number of mistakes. But of course I figured out to use like other methods to delete things. But that's how the laptop was. Looking back how the journey has been, I'm so grateful to God. I started from that point with the thing that I had. And now I don't have like a very powerful laptop per se, but I have a very good laptop that allows me to work. And I bought that laptop with my own money from graphic design. No one gave me not even a single coin to buy a laptop. I bought that laptop from the same graphic design. Comparing to the same laptop that I started with, my current laptop now, the RAM, it has 12 GB. Storage has 1 TB. Okay? Talk about the graphic card, NVIDIA. It's like a powerful machine compared to the one that I started designing with. Yeah, so I just laugh when I look at how I started. That's how the journey was. But anyway, so now we have come to the end of the video. But before I leave, allow me just to share with you about 4 lessons that I picked from this experience. Whether you're a graphic designer, you whatever you are, or whatever you want to start, this is from my experience. Number one lesson that I pick is start with what you have. Start with what you have. So from this I did share with you that I didn't have a very good software to start with. Laptop wasn't good. I had no YouTube videos to help me, no one to help me. But I had the laptop and I had the time. So just start with what you have. Right now, as I've started this journey of sharing content, I'm using my phone, Samsung Galaxy S8. Not so good camera, but yeah, I have to start. I know as time goes by, I'm going to figure it out and then maybe just buy a camera for this. I just tell people to say, if you can't start something with what you have now, meaning that thing is not even worth starting. So start that thing, that idea, that business, whatever that may be, with what you have. Number 2, I've learned how to learn by doing. Learn by doing. As I said, I want to say, there was no way for me to learn. Of course, if I had someone to help me, it would have been easier. But I had no one. So I had myself. So I wouldn't say I had no one, I had myself. So I just started learning by doing. And it's a very, very powerful way of learning. You can watch videos, read books, do what, attend conferences, buy courses. But if you don't do, there will be no difference. So I've learned the hard way, or maybe I don't know if it's a hard or easy way, but to appreciate the fact or the point of learning by doing. So number 3 is, I've learned that it is very important to surround yourself with people that inspire you. I did indicate to say at church, I had brothers, people that I could look up to. They're doing graphic design. Initially, I didn't think I would be a graphic designer seriously as I am now. I still have a long way to go. Having these people in my circle, in my environment, it helped me to observe how they are doing things and being inspired and motivated to do something like graphic design. So it's very important to be mindful of the environment and the people that you have around you. And number 4, I've learned that perseverance pays off. Perseverance pays off, right? If I had considered the limitations that I had, I think I wouldn't have even started this journey. But even with the limitations that I had, I just got started. Having challenges, persevering, and today I'm better than the way I started. So perseverance pays off. Just adding a little step day by day. You may not see the importance of that step today. You may not see the need of that step today. But as time goes by, you're going to reflect and see, okay, I thank God, or I thank myself for taking that step that I did take that year or that time. Because from that small, simple step, though it may seem that way, it will be very, very fundamental of your journey. So persevere. If you are in a state of doing something, it's not making sense, not adding up, just persevere. Alright, we have come to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching the video. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you have gotten a thing or two from my experience, how I started graphic design. You may be a graphic designer or whatever career that you may be in. I just thought of sharing this. Maybe it might help 1 or 2 people. If there's anything that I can help you with on the journey, please let me know and I'll be willing and available to help you. Wishing you all the best in your journey and whatever thing that you do. If there's any feedback that you want to give me, any question, any advice on how I can improve this content, please leave it in the comment section below. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye.